Hello, and welcome to the 13th and, I guess, bonus installment of the London Homebrewers Guild Advent Calendar Brew event. The 13th and final brew was actually mine, and I wasn't really going to review it, but I was asked to, so here's an empty bottle with the label that everybody got. Paint Peeler IPA. So this is an India Pale Ale, something well, it's the hoppiest beer I've ever made, that's for sure. The Homebrewers Guild had a group hop by, where Sean Russell organized a whole bunch of, how many, like 100, over 100 pounds of hops. It was amazing. I think it was, anyways, it looked pretty cool. I barely dented my stock, but a lot of those hops went into this beer, and resulted in something that I'm actually quite happy with. I'm definitely going to try making it again. So, almost like a, you can almost smell the bitterness. It's it's crazy. Bitterness with a malt, sort of a caramelly, very beery malt. I don't know how to describe it. For now. It's got that homebrew fogginess to it. Not bad. Tons of head. Ugh. And in the nose, it's like passion fruit. Big time, right off the hops. Or right off the hops. Get a small nose of alcohol. It's 6.4%. This one is. Finish off the job there. Yarr. Love it when the head can go over the glass and stay there. Anyway, making 3 sips, I guess. Wow, it's sort of like almost like a tonic water, like a gin and tonic kind of a. When I burp, it's almost got that tonic water kind of a quinine bitterness. It's crazy bitter. It's easing as it goes on, but the first sip is just an explosion. Like really intense. It's like an assault on the mouth. I was hoping I'd ruin your Christmas with this. No, I'm just kidding. The hops almost make it taste like a different kind of a drink. It's almost like a fruit beer, and then the malt kicks in, and it's like, no, that's no fruit beer. So it's mainly Maris Otter, which I love. I basically put that in all my beers. I believe I have some honey malt in this as well, and I believe it was Crystal Crystal 30 or Crystal 40. Anyway, it's a long time ago. This stuff takes a long time to make, you know. I have it written down somewhere. I'm reviewing a beer right now. Alright, onwards. So, for the amount of hops I put in there, it's not as bitter as I thought it would be. It finishes very cleanly for... I don't know, it doesn't have an aggressive hop bite, but the hops just keep going and going after you drink down a sip or two. Even after the first little hiccup burp, after the first few sips, you can really get the hops in there. Wow. Yeah, that was just all hop. Like the hops you'd get from a normal beer. Crazy. I like my beers this hoppy. Gives me something to sit there and keep sipping on and think about. Funny thing is, I probably could get through a few of these. Live to tell the tale. Don't know. I usually just sit down with a pint and sip it, and that's how I drink my beer. I might do that every 2, 3, 4 days even. I don't drink a lot. However, if I had to sit down and drink a bunch of these, I'm sure that'd be the end of the night quickly there. But yeah, that'd be an enjoyable one. But, yeah. It's almost like you're chewing on a raw hop pellet with this thing. The 3 hops that are in here are the first, like the bittering hop was Pacific Gem, which is 16.3 alpha acid, which is incredible. I scaled down the amount that my normal, in my head proportions that I normally use when I hop beers, and just to take into account, and sure enough, yeah, if I had gone with my full amounts with this stuff, it might have had that bite, but it might have been also overpoweringly bitter for the malt, so I'm kind of glad I did what I did. I might increase it a little bit, but not much. The flavor hop that was the Galaxy. Lots of Galaxy. And the finishing hop was a combination Galaxy and the other one was Calypso. I've actually never used any of the 3 hops that I threw in this beer, so this was a complete experiment for me. In fact, I just made this up for just for the guild event. The ale I used was Maori ale, and after it's New Year's Eve. This was bottled right at the end of November. So after a month in the bottle, it's a lot different than it was when it was green. It does have a little bit more of a drier finish. It has a little bit of a bite to it. Whereas a US 05, for example, would give like this sharp, almost like biting into a crisp apple, kind of a overtone to your flavor. Whereas this stuff is only starting to develop that now. US 05 just slams that in at the beginning, and it gives it a really crisp, uber hoppy finish. I would make this again, but I think I would use US 05 instead, just because I like like what it does to the hops. You know what I'm saying? I like what it does to the hops. That's why it's hard to review your own beer, because I know exactly how I did this. I could, and I've been trying to, but just objectively describe the flavors. But in my head, every time I sip it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a little bit of honey malt, or I feels like I'm cheating. But yeah, what am I supposed to say? Hey, good job, me. Like, come on, guys, throw me a bone here. Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you like the paint peeler. Yeah, thanks for the 13 days of fun, and yeah, hopefully we'll be doing this again next year, because I think it worked out well this year, guys. Anyways, cheers, and Happy New Year to you. Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of foam lacing on the glass, too. Anyway, peace.